Childcare is so expensive in this country. I mean, my childcare was £500 a month. When I first got to university, I had no idea how on earth I was going to pay that. I got some money from my university welfare office. I had to go and beg from. Fairly humiliating, especially when the guy behind me in the queue was like, "I've just crashed my car. They're going to give you some money for a new one." Yeah. I'm like, "I need this money to stay at university." And I also got a small maintenance grant, and the university were quite generous, and they offered to subsidise my nursery care.
Do you think more could have been done?
I think so. If the government really looked at their figures, they'd find it's actually cheaper to put a young parent through university, so they actually got qualifications and actually got onto the employment track. They'd find it cheaper than supporting somebody for 18 years who doesn't have any qualifications and has no employment prospects. Okay. And I think they really need to look at this again.
Do you plan on voting in a couple of weeks?
I certainly will do.
Have you been following what's been happening? Have you read any manifestos?
I've been following the leaders' debate. I think, every woman and every man too should go out and vote simply because we can, in honour of the people throughout the world who do not have this option.
What's the most important issue in this election for you?
The various parties' position on education is particularly important. And I feel quite let down by the Labour government, who landed me in thousands of pounds of debt to go to university. None of them had all that debt from going to university. That's really unfair to experiment on us this way. And I don't think it's really paid off the government either.
Are you married, may I ask?
No.
Would you consider getting married having read the...
for the tax benefit of £150 a year?
Yeah.
Do you know how much weddings cost? It'd be 100 years for me to pay off the wedding with £150 a year, wouldn't it?
You got a registrar's office, didn't you?
Do it on the cheap.
No, a bit nasty though, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think if they want to incentivise marriage, that's not the way to do it. Who's going to get married for £150 a year? Nobody. It's ridiculous, it's patronising.
They've all got quite varied views in their manifesto on education and what families should be. Labour are proposing subsidised childcare and then I think further increase on the child tax credits.
Well, they're actually doing some subsidised childcare now. There's a Care to Learn scheme that the government are doing, but it cuts off when you're 20. Okay. You can't go to university and have that childcare money. They need to see how they can actually extend it to 21 when you're actually finishing university. They need to look at this again and think, how are we going to keep these young people that are losing out, how are we going to keep them going forward, and that'll be better for our economy too.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
No problem.